I think it's crazy that one day, just some 30 years ago, a bunch of people thought of the idea of selling cards to children and hooking the world on the idea of throwing spells and goblins at each other with rainbow-colored wizard themes. Honestly, I'm surprised it was called Magic the Gathering in the first place, and not Spells and Goblins instead. Think about it, that would have been such a better name. But while Magic the Gathering has changed a lot over the years, one of the key elements of the game has stayed despite it all. What is it, you might ask? Well, just look on the back of a Magic card to find out. Boom, right there, dummy, it's the Color Pie. Are you new to Magic? Great, because this is going to be a quick rundown of all the colors and some of the playstyles tied with them. Not new to Magic? Then... got nothing. I'll throw in, like, some references to new cards, maybe. Okay, so... the Color Pie is divided into 5 main colors, with a distinctive playstyle, but still shadows over some things, because overlap is inevitable. All because red like to do a lot of damage fast does not stop the 2019 Mythic Championship from turning into a mono-blue aggro mirror match. The colors in order are white, blue, black, red, and green. Take the first letter of each to easily remember it, as Wooburg. It's people call it Wooburg. In an attempt to make things less confusing, officially, blue is represented as U. Not L, you idiot. U is the next letter up from B and blue. Not L. L stands for land, dum-dum. So it gets the next letter up. It's U. Great, we got that out the way. Thank fuck. White. Know how in every RPG, people think whoever is playing the healer is scared for their life? This kind of translates, because white is all about protecting yourself from most things. Don't make a mistake though, white is no pussy bitch. You can't spell Divine Intervention without a 7/7 angel. It's described as the color of answers by most people I know, because you can do most the things other colors do, but not as amazingly, yet you answer all the things they do. But what white can do is get the 20 starting life total to 50 in like a second, and then play cards that benefit from that. Or you can, like, you know, be a scumbag and play cards that benefit in formats that start you with enough life, so you already get the benefits. No, don't worry about that. You healed for 10 by turn 4 and played a test of endurance to win the game instantly. Yeah, no, that resolves, I guess. White also has a lot of buffs for creatures that stick around, unlike most other colors that just hit them for a combat phase and dip out, or pop more power on them and not much else. Cool things white can do include saying fuck off to attacking on the ground, healing every time they hit you, and banishing things into the super grave known as
the Exile Zone.
Blue! Personally, my least played color. No, don't get me wrong, not because it's bad, but because it's mean. And I say that as somebody who uses what most people refer to as the most edgy color combination.
Red-black is not a phase, Mom!
Blue at its heart is about mind games and being able to read a situation and get around it. What's that? You're playing blue? You must be big-braining it up over there. And by that, I mean you're looking your opponent in the eye and telling them explicitly,
Did I say you could do that, little one?
A full grip of blue cards is the closest you can feel to holding up a wizard's diary worth of spells with an answer to everything. Tap 2 mana, get rid of that instant. Tap 3 mana, stop that creature. Out of mana, fuck you, force of will. Underrated thing blue can do that I personally love? Freezing creatures for turns, or simply making them useless. Congratulations, friend, your 7/7 angel is now a popsicle. Enjoy. Some cool things blue can do include stealing creatures from people's noses, having what I consider the coolest combos with other colors, or straight up saying, I would like another turn now, and there is nothing you can do about it. Black. This is supposed to be the evil color, but usually ends up being short of something menacing. See, that's a joke, because menace is a black ability. Never mind. The grave is a girl's best friend, and in this shade, zombies are forever if you build it right. I love black, because I am terrified of people shutting me down for more than 2 turns. So if my firstborn is what it takes to take tempo over, Yeet! Black is also spectacular at staying around to make late game a living hell for others with one of the largest and most creative card pools to kill creatures.
Your dinosaur is now a pie to be sacrificed to my cat!
Yeah, that's an interaction that I am currently in love with. Creatures also get the ability to stand in a field menacingly with Death Touch. If you play any other card game, you probably recognize this ability. Poisonous in Hearthstone, Bane in Shadowverse, cards like Bullblader and Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what? Like, half of every trap card in Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what I mean. Look, if you touch the spirit of death, you die. It's not rocket science. It's necromancy. Some cool things you can do in Black include kill your own creatures to make more creatures, kill your own creatures to kill other creatures, literally say no to losing the game at a point.
Red.
Ow. Fucking ouch. Cease this! Red is about hidden stuff. Really good. There's two things people are not immune to. One is propaganda. The other is this 11 damage Banefire angled directly at your mouth. Yeah, red has stuff like dragons and ogres and other big beaters to all be chunky on the field. And yeah, you can literally play 6 goblins with 1 card and still have it be considered underpowered and gimmicky by other red card standards. But we all know it's all about the
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Sleep!
Here's a fun little story. When I first started playing Magic the Gathering, I walked into a game store, looked for whoever had the most experience and asked them, what's the best deck right now? They started going down a list, but then I stopped them halfway. I said, hold up, which of these can I afford? And then they just looked at me and said, oh, never mind, just build red. There's just something really fun about being able to sit down and spend more time shuffling your deck than you take winning if you play mono red. Cool stuff red can do includes shattering people's lands like some kind of monster, getting bursts of mana for like 9 seconds only to blow it all on something bigger, and steal an enemy's firstborn and then yeet!
Green.
Okay, so I play a mountain and I pass. Your turn. Yeah, I summon feral hogs. Oh yeah, also a hydra. It's simple. Green, go big or go home. Personally, people love to focus on how by 5 seconds into the game, you can have a 10/10 dinosaur ready to rip the mono blue mill player's jugular out of their throat. But it's all about the mana ramp. Yeah, like people bring up like the cool green monsters, but the ability to ramp you just by putting down a few of these like sharp-eared motherfuckers, boom! Is that racist? Can you be racist to elves? Listen, if I'm not looking at a pool of 7 mana by turn 3, I want to play God. You don't understand this. It's all about that spicy pool of resources. Just pile them up. It's like crack to me. If white is all about going wide with creatures, like making a little army, green's all about swinging in with a bear that has now just suddenly turned into Big Zam. Hoo hoo hee hee, the sapling is now a huge-ass tree! Green's really cool because you not only get to unleash your inner dinosaur, but you can unleash your inner dominatrix by trampling on people. Cool stuff green can do includes playing cards for like nothing and make them big. Play cards for like everything and make them even bigger. Say fuck it, my lands are now creatures and they are aggressive. So there you have it, a quick run on the 5 main colors. What's crazy is that there's like a huge amount of stuff I haven't even talked about, like old deck archetypes that I love or don't really come out on playing tables too often or whatever. Or even more deck colors that just get cool bonuses by mixing colors. Just like, look at this. What even is this? Who knows, maybe I'll talk more about it later. But for now, on my end step, I tap for mana and pass. Thanks for listening.